With all the information we collect about schools, have you ever wondered which data you should collect when looking to make school improvement planning more effective? Let's think about this with an example.
Suppose you're a youth soccer coach reflecting on your team's performance at the end of a game. What data might you consider? You'll of course want to know whether you won or lost, as well as how many goals you scored. But if you want to improve in your next game, you shouldn't stop there. You might focus on just who it was that scored the goals. If just one kid accounted for all of them, that would be worth noting. Likewise, the way that you won or lost matters. Just how did you play the game? Did you win because you have an amazing defense, or because your offensive scheme functioned flawlessly? Of course, you would also want to know how your athletes felt about the game, about themselves as soccer players, and how these perceptions may have impacted their performance.
You can think of this set of questions as data types. When considering the continuous school improvement process, educational researcher Victoria Bernhardt has said that we should gather data from 4 areas: student learning, demographics, processes, and perceptions. Student learning data is the one we're most familiar with, since it helps us know how students are performing and what they know as a result of instruction. This could be test scores, be it on the classroom, district, or state level. This is the data type that we tend to think of first, but we shouldn't stop there. Demographic data provides descriptive information about our classes, schools, and districts. This might include factors such as age, ethnicity, gender, and native language. Or it might consider other groupings like class sizes, years of teaching experience, and the number of students in AP courses. While we tend to have little to no control over these data, observing trends in this area is essential to educators and policymakers better understanding the unique needs and challenges faced by groups of students and staff within our schools. Process data looks at what we are doing to get the results that we're getting. This might involve analyzing instructional strategies and classroom practices, or examining how school-wide programs are implemented. Bernhardt points out that while this can be the toughest data type to describe, teachers and school personnel must begin to document their processes and align them with their current results in order to understand what changes are needed to get different results. Lastly, there's perception data, which consists of the collected attitudes, beliefs, and experiences of our various stakeholders, such as students, parents, and teachers. This can be collected in a formal manner through surveys and interviews, or informally through observations and conversations. This data type is important because we act in accordance with our beliefs. It is often said that in education, relationships and perceptions matter just as much as curriculum and practice. So if you want to understand and enhance student learning, be sure to inspect the relationships that underpin it.
Analyzing data within these 4 categories can be illustrative on their own. However, looking at multiple in conjunction can provide a deeper context of what is happening. Think back to that soccer coach. When they're deciding how to plan their next practice, they're going to want to consider more than just their record.
Likewise, if an administrator is deciding how to best construct a summer program for targeted support, they might look at demographic data alone when considering who are the students in need of support. However, if the administrator looks at data from multiple areas, they can then inspect how the support provided over the summer was implemented, the degree to which students felt welcome, and the impact the program had on the targeted students' learning. Collecting multiple types of data allows us to better understand what is occurring in our buildings so that we can more efficiently work on our school improvement processes.
So just as how a coach would consider more than just wins and losses to improve their game plan, effective educators also consider multiple categories of data when they're reflecting on continuous school improvement.